Well, Ollie, it's lovely to see you again. I had many a good time at Everton, talking to you in the media and working with you. How are you doing first?
Yeah, nice, good.
And you're keeping
Life
busy?
is beautiful. Yeah, life is beautiful, and I'm still working on media like you now, and I'm very happy.
Can I just take you back to that time when you joined Everton? And, what was it like for you coming to Goodison Park, coming to Everton?
Yeah, it was. I wanted to come in England to play football. It was my dream, and when I had the opportunity to come in Goodison, I was uh, I was happy. Walter Smith came to Strasbourg to meet me, just to convince me to come and to play for Everton.
Mm.
It was my first experience in England, and it was beautiful, unbelievable, and I've got some great memories.
Mm. And I guess, at that time, we had players like John Collins, we had players like Marco Materazzi, some really good players in that team.
Yeah. Because afterwards with Marco, we played together in Inter Milan. We
Mm.
won three titles in Serie A, and I remember when we came, we were always together, with the family.
Mm.
And John was like our big brother. He was very kind, and he told us how to acting. Like even when you're young, you have to come before everybody, come before the time, train, train, and you have to do the treatment. You have to prepare yourself like a real football professional.
And of course, John was a real true professional, wasn't he, in everything he did?
Yeah. It was a good mentor for us.
Mm.
Sometimes you need to have like, especially when you come to play abroad, it's important to show even especially when you are foreigners,
Mm.
you have to show outside the pitch and on the pitch, you have to be perfect, no?
Mm. And you did something which a lot of Everton players would love to do, and that's score in the Liverpool derby.
Yeah, big games, big players.
But you must
No,
have
no,
enjoyed that.
yeah, because it was everybody always, when we saw, especially in my program in Canal Plus,
Mm.
sometimes when we put it's Liverpool Everton, they show always my goal because they said it's you, because in the memories of a lot of people, I used to broke some legs, and I
Yeah.
said I was a football, the football player technical, but they don't want to believe I was technical. And I said, oh, can you score like that with your left foot? I said, look, but it was the good time because life going so fast, and I came in Everton. It was in 1998. Can you imagine? It's nearly 28 years ago. It's crazy.
But you mentioned about your style. I think a lot of Everton fans appreciated that you were a really skillful player and someone who had a bit of class about them.
Yeah. It was, it's after I came to Leeds, but my first experience, it was in Everton, and I will never forget that because even now I saw uh, some. I think it was 1 month ago. You
Mm.
remember David Weir?
Yes,
David Weir,
he's at
and now he
Strasbourg
work.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's working for Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Strasbourg is my club, and I meet him.
Yeah.
I come to see my one of my best friend. It's the chairman, Mark Keller,
Right.
and I came to see. And when I see David, it's a gentleman guy, and I was very pleased to meet him.
Everything come back to you, I guess.
Yeah. Because football, it's a small world.
I want to talk to you about a guy who I know you really got on with very well when you played for Everton. That was Kevin Campbell, of course, who we lost
Yeah,
not
yeah.
long ago, and you know, I always remember the little dance that you did where you put your fists together. You know, it was a lovely relationship, wasn't it, with Kevin?
Yeah, because Kevin came to, I think it was January
Mm.
or end of December, you know, and when he came, he changed, you know, the how you say the face of the team.
Mm.
And you know, he was like, I from Caribbean, and for us it was easy, you know, even without to. I don't know if I was speaking English good, but you know, we could communicate without the, you know, the words, the language, because it was easy. It was like my big brother, and you know, I was in room with you know, Slavan Bilic.
Yes.
I, I was lucky to have some big players to learn,
Mm.
and
Mm.
for me was a I told you it was a great experience.
Yeah. I mean, were you disappointed in the fact that you had to? Because I think the money started to run out, didn't they? The players were not being brought in, and is that what you felt? Did you feel as if it wasn't going right there?
Be- Because I didn't want, I never explained, I didn't want to leave, you know, Everton. But I remember Michael Dunford,
Mm.
you know, was the secretary.
Secretary. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and he said to me, the club need to sell you because they need, you know, they sold me for 10 million euros was a lot of money, you know. They won half of the price they bought me, and it was in 1 year. It was a good investment. You know, sometimes you buy player and you lose money, and I can say Everton uh, won a lot of money with me.
Yeah, and I know that you know a number of players went. I mean, Marco went, and other players went. But you then go to Leeds, and it wasn't exactly the greatest time for you at Leeds. I don't think, was it?
It was, you know, when I came to play the Champions League with Leeds, and the atmosphere on the team was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Mm.
You know, I play in many clubs, and I don't have, you know, in WhatsApp a group. It's Leeds United, the
Mm.
club of Leeds United. We've got like, you know, with Rio, with even with the scouts of Robbie Fowler.
Yeah.
We
We can't
played
mention his
together.
name in here.
Yeah, yeah, but it was, you know, like it was a family. I think it's the best atmosphere in one club. I had the best one.
Mm.
That's the reason we have some good result in Champions League, and we spend some good time together.
Mm.
It was I didn't want to leave. Even I didn't want to leave Leeds, and they have to stall me because of money problem.
Again, yeah,
Again, yeah.
and of course there was a little bit of niggle between yourself and Terry Venables, I think, wasn't I? I remember at the time, because I
Who,
remember,
who, who?
I remember,
What is the name of the guy?
he said something like he was going to pay for the taxi to take you away, and I remember coming to Roma when you signed for Roma, and I asked you that question in the press conference. I remember.
Yeah, he said he will bring me to Italy if he wants.
That's right.
But you know, sometimes it's life. He's not he's not here anymore. I cannot.
No, I understand. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
but you know, sometimes life. You can have. I had a unbelievable relationship with Walter Smith.
Mm.
I had some very good one with David O'Leary,
Yeah.
and I had some less good with Terry Venables.
But
But
it
that's
happens
it's
in
life.
football, doesn't it? It happens in football.
Cool, but you know, it's I just you have to be professional. You
Mm.
have to respect you know, the people you working with. But he didn't. Maybe he didn't know how was the quality. You know, sometimes if he bring these players on, maybe he put these players. You know, when a manager came in one club, he tried to bring these players, and he preferred to make them play. But after, what was good for me, I not leave Leeds to go in one small club,
Mm.
because I went to Rome. I spent 5 seasons, and after I went to Inter and I won the champion. I won the league. That's the reason. Maybe I don't know if he was right, but for me or no, but for me it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's fate has its own way of working, doesn't it? Yeah, yeah.
It's like that sometimes.
Now, listen, it's on Monday tomorrow. It's Everton against Leeds.
I know.
First of all, will you watch that? Will you be watching it?
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm specialist of the Premier League.
Mm.
I'm doing only the Champions League and the Premier League. I work with a Welsh guy, my friend. He's just there.
Hi, Alan. Nice to meet you.
Hi, and nice to meet you as well.
We had some good transfer. He
Yeah.
came, on the for sure because we work for the Premiership. We
Yes.
just do the Premier League always.
Mm.
We watch all the games.
So you,
I know exactly all the result of. I always watching my clubs, my old clubs, Everton or Leeds. I
yes.
have to tell you the
Sorry, go
truth.
on.
I spent some more years in Leeds United.
I know what's coming then. I know what's coming. Now be careful now. So
No.
do you have to sit on the fence tomorrow? Do you have to, or do you want Leeds to win or Everton to win?
No. Honestly, when Everton play, I've got some image when Everton score against some team, I become crazy. Especially, to not go down. The last few years, I
Yes.
was become crazy on studio.
Mm.
But when it's Leeds, I spend more years.
Yeah.
We had some great night in Champions League.
Sure.
Leeds, it's my team.
Yeah.
But
Listen, everyone respects that, I think, don't they? Good football fans
it's
will
like
respect that.
I spent more years in Rome,
Mm.
and I won some title with Inter, but I spent more years in Rome.
Right.
People say to me I'm crazy, but it's like Everton and Leeds. I love. One times I play even in Fulham. I didn't remember I play for Fulham
Right.
because in my head I just play for Everton and for Leeds. When I came to Fulham, I was dead. No fuel in the no fuel in the car.
I love that. But listen, so what do you think of Everton at the moment? When you see Everton, you're an expert with the Premier League. You watch them every week. What do you make of them and this new stadium as well?
Yeah, it's getting the stadium. It's crazy, and now it's getting better. I think it's David Moyes. I think better than everybody. Any coach can come to Everton is the best one. The last few, if you saw the decade, David Moyes is the number one.
Mm.
He knows everything, and since he came, I think it's more. I'm not worried about the relegation, and we can hope some good day, in the future.
Mhm.
I'm sure for Leeds because Leeds they just came this year in Premier League. The last few results is good.
Yep.
Is not bad, but they not take a lot of points. They lost 4-3 against Newcastle. Was fantastic games, and they won the last games, but they play very well.
Yeah. Well, listen, Ollie, I know I speak for a lot of Evertonians that would say they would love to see you at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. They'd love to see you
But
coming out onto the pitch.
just said, like the people, at the club,
Yeah.
if they want to invite me, I will come for sure.
Well, I know that will happen. So, and if not, I will make it happen. You can come with me. But
Alan,
listen,
thank you very much. I
Ollie,
have to work.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.
Speak to you
All the
soon.
best.
Bye bye.
Bye.